What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, March 30th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Scarlett Johansson is set to star in the next film from director Taika Waititi, a World War II film entitled Jojo Rabbit. Johansson is in final negotiations to appear in the film, Variety reported. Waititi recently helmed Marvel's Thor Ragnarok and is known for directing Hunt for the Wilder People and the vampire-centric comedy What Do We Do in the Shadows, which is being turned into a television pilot for FX. Jojo Rabbit will follow a young German boy in Hitler's army who finds out that his mother, played by Johansson, is hiding a Jewish girl inside their home, Deadline reported. Waititi wrote the script and is producing it alongside Carthru Neal and Chelsea Stanley. The production on the film is expected to begin this spring. Johansson will next be reprising her role as Black Widow in Avengers Infinity War and voice a character in director Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs. Narcos star Pedro Pascal has been cast in Warner Bros.' upcoming superhero sequel, Wonder Woman 2, from returning director Patty Jenkins. Pascal is said to have been cast in a key role in the film, with exact plot details under wraps, Variety reported. The film will be set in the 1980s during the Cold War and will once again feature Gal Gadot as the titular character, alongside Kristen Wiig portraying villain Cheetah. Wonder Woman 2 is a reunion for Pascal and Jenkins, who previously worked together on the television movie Exposed. Pascal is best known for portraying DEA agent Javier Pena on Netflix's Narcos and previously appeared as Oberyn Martell in HBO's Game of Thrones. The actor has starred in Kingsman: The Golden Circle and will next be seen in the upcoming sequel to The Equalizer and Netflix's Triple Frontier. Wonder Woman 2 is set to arrive in theaters on November 1st, 2019. Ethan Hawke is a troubled pastor grieving his son who dies in Iraq in a new trailer for the upcoming drama First Reform. The clip released Thursday follows Reverend Ernest Toller, played by Hawke, as he returns to alcohol and talks with another pastor played by Cedric Kyles to work through his issues. He is then approached by a pregnant woman played by Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried turns to the Reverend in order to ask him for help after she makes a shocking discovery about her husband that lets Toller down a darker path. The synopsis reads, Reverend Ernest Toller is a solitary middle-aged parish pastor at a small Dutch Reformed church in upstate New York on the cusp of celebrating its 250th anniversary. Once a stop on the Underground Railroad, the church is now a tourist attraction catering to a dwindling congregation eclipsed by its nearby parent church, Abundant Life, with its state-of-the-art facilities and 5,000-strong flocks. When a pregnant parishioner, played by Seyfried, asks Reverend Toller to counsel her husband, a radical environmentalist, the clergyman finds himself plunged into his own tormented past and equally despairing future until he finds redemption in an act of grandiose violence. First Reform, from writer-director Paul Schrader, who directed Taxi Driver and American Gigolo, is set to hit theaters on May 10th. Netflix has announced that Tobias Menzies will be taking over the role of Prince Philip from Matt Smith in Season 3 and 4 of The Crown. The casting change will take place following Season 2, as the series was designed to feature the royal characters as they age. Olivia Colman will be taking over the role of Queen Elizabeth II from Claire Foy, and Helena Bonham Carter is set to play Princess Margaret in place of Vanessa Kirby. Menzies will be joining the cast when production begins in the summer in the UK, Deadline reported. The actor is known for playing Brutus in HBO's Rome and Admiral Tully in Game of Thrones, and as Frank Randall and Black Jack Randall in Outlander. He'll be seen as the Duke of Cornwall in BBC and Amazon's King Lear, and also star in AMC's The Terror. Netflix said on Twitter, say hello to your new Prince Philip in At the Crown Netflix Season 3, Tobias Menzies. Paul Bentley was originally in talks to portray Prince Philip before he dropped out of the project. Neil Patrick Harris, who plays the villainous Count Olaf in a series of unfortunate events, appreciates that kids, including his own, crave dark humor. Harris told reporters at a recent roundtable in New York They rather read the Grimm's fairy tale and have something caustic happen as the moral, as opposed to being fed a happy tale with a happy ending. And so I think because of that hunger, it's easy to delve into that. Harris has 7-year-old twins, Gideon and Harper, with husband David Burkett, famous for his work on the sitcom How I Met Your Mother, and known as the go-to MC for numerous award shows, including the Emmy and Tony winner. Says he is now drawn to projects he can share with his son and daughter. He says, as a parent, I've become aware of what they can watch because I didn't think about that when we didn't have kids. We just watched whatever was on TV, but you have to be aware of not only what they are watching actively, but what they are hearing passively, and it is just a different conversation. But the show is intended to appeal to all viewers, not just children. Harris emphasizes. He says, we can hit the kids, they can spook, but still be hopeful. We can hit the adults that don't have kids, but still think it is cool. We can hit the Comic-Con gang, and they can watch it multiple times and pick up weird Easter eggs and follow cues. And we try to be loud so the older people can at least hear us. Season 2 of the pitch black comedy, in which Harris portrays the frequent disguised villain Count Olaf, is to debut on Friday. Based on the beloved series of novels, Daniel Handler, a.k.a. Lemony Snicket, the show co-stars Melania Wiseman, Louis Hines, and Baby Presley Smith as the hard-luck Bayadere orphans whom Olaf is obsessed with swindling. E.T. star Drew Barrymore says a sequel to the 1982 movie is unlikely. The 43-year-old actress who played Gertie in the film explained on Wednesday's episode of Watch What Happens Live that director Steven Spielberg made the film just as it should be. Barrymore said of the present-day craze for sequels and revivals, I would say in the early 80s there was not always a lot of talk of sequels. Spielberg never wanted to make them because he felt like what he did was just as it should be. She added, I remember being 7 and staying at his house for the weekend. He was a godfather to me. No, we never going to make a sequel. It's just as it is. That was his philosophy, so who was I to ever question it? Barrymore later said on the after show that she'd be open to collaborating again with actor Adam Sandler. The pair co-starred in the movies The Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates, and Blended. Barrymore said, Adam and I text all the time about our next thing, and we're like, we're so fat, we're so old, what the fuck? She added, literally, the last thing I suggested to him was like on Golden Pond, ? Barrymore presently stars in the Netflix series Santa Clarita Diet, which returned for a second season this month. She previously told the Toronto Sun that Spielberg does not ever want to make a sequel to E.T. Syfy's campy horror comedy film series Sharknado is set to end with an upcoming 6th installment that deals with time traveling. Franchise stars Ian Ziering and Tara Reid will be back following the events of Sharknado 5 Global Swarming, which ended with Ziering's character Finn wandering the world alone after it had been destroyed. Finn will travel back in time in the new film to stop the first Sharknado, TV Line reported. Sharknado 6, which has yet to receive an official title, will also star Vivica A. Fox and Cassie Serbo, Entertainment Weekly reported. The television film will debut on Syfy in the summer. Reid said on Twitter, in referencing to the series coming to an end, thanks everyone for all the support along our crazy journey. The first Sharknado debuted in 2013 and also spawned the sequels Sharknado 2, the second one, Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, and Sharknado The Fourth Awakens. The series is known for featuring guest stars such as Fabio, Vince Neil, Gary Busey, and others. The robot uprising continues in the latest trailer for Season 2 of HBO's sci-fi western series Westworld. The clip released Thursday is set to an orchestral version of Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box as violence engulfs the theme park. Evan Rachel Wood's Dolores is seen trying to help Jeffrey Wright's Bernard come to terms with who he is, while Thandie Newton's Mavi deems to see her daughter, even though she might be a figment of her imagination. The trailer teases Westworld's other park, Shotgun World, and Harris's Man in Black character promises to burn the whole thing down. The description for the trailer reads, Chaos Takes Control. Westworld Season 2 is set to premiere April 22nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on HBO. WGN America says it plans to start airing reruns of Last Man Standing on April 30th. ABC canceled the show last May after 6 seasons, despite solid ratings and a devoted fan base. Its star and executive producer Tim Allen tweeted in response to the news, stunned and blindsided by the network, I call home for 6 years. ABC said the decision not to renew the show for a 7th season was due to the elimination of its Friday night comedy lineup and not Allen's or the series' conservative point of view. WGN America announced that it added the existing episodes of the series to its primetime lineup just days after the debut of ABC's ratings-rich Roseanne revival, a family comedy that features a conservative lead character played by Roseanne Barr, a real-life supporter of U.S. President Donald Trump. Deadline.com said. Although fans won't be getting new episodes of Last Man Standing as they have been campaigning for, they will be able to watch past episodes on television. Gavin Harvey, the president of WGN America, said in a statement Thursday, "We're very excited to welcome comedy megastar Tim Allen and his hit sitcom Last Man Standing to WGN America. Our viewers love a good laugh, and we're confident Last Man Standing will contribute to the momentum that has made WGN America one of cable's fastest-growing networks. The series is about a church-going Colorado man who is married with 3 adult daughters and in charge of marketing for a chain of outdoor sporting goods outlets. It co-stars Nancy Travis as his wife and Hector Elizondo as the store's owner." Jennifer Morrison says filming the Once Upon a Time finale was a journey. The 38-year-old actress shared an emotional Instagram post Tuesday after reprising Emma Swan for the ABC show's final episode, which will air in May. Morrison captioned the selfie, "That's a wrap. Wow, what a journey. Thank you to everyone in the cast and on the crew for making my last day so special." She said, referencing to executive producer Steve Perlman, hashtag Emma Swan will live in my heart forever, and I will be forever changed by hashtag Once Upon a Time. Thank you to hashtag Steve Perlman for the very, very kind words at Wrap today. It really means a lot to me. Cheers to Spread the Magic. Morrison starred as Emma in the first 6 seasons of the fantasy drama. The series will end after season 7, with Jennifer Goldwyn, Josh Dallas, and Emile de Brevin also slated to return for the finale. The show announced last week on Twitter, "We wouldn't want to leave this tale as old as time without our beloved Belle, and Emily de Raven will join us for hashtag Once Upon a Time's final chapter." The series added, "You didn't think we'd say goodbye without the Charmings, did you? Jennifer Goldwyn, Josh Dallas, and at Jen Morrison Live round up the cast of our epic hashtag Once Upon a Time finale. Once Upon a Time will come to a close with a 2-hour finale May 18th. Morrison will star in several upcoming films, including All Creatures Here Below with Karen Gillan and Backroads with Alex Pettyfer. Today, anchor Savannah Guthrie apologized Wednesday after cursing on the show. The 46-year-old television personality said on Twitter that she is so sorry for swearing during the shot that aired live on the NBC series. Guthrie wrote, check, is this thing on? Yeah, I guess it is. She added, so sorry guys, thanks for being kind and understanding, and guess it's a good thing I don't wear a mic all day. Hashtag oh darn. Guthrie had uttered the curse as she appeared to prep for a segment on Wednesday's show. Her mic was then turned off, although she was still shown sitting at the desk until the show cut to commercial. The star said, oh shit, during the shot before apologizing to her co-hosts. Sorry, guys. Guthrie's apology received over 2,200 likes on Twitter. Many of the star's fans laughed off the incident in the comments. One person responded, please, girl, I think I love you more than ever knowing that you're just like the rest of us. Another wrote, it was hysterical. You're more real than ever. Tyra Banks says she had a nose job early in her modeling career. The 44-year-old model and television personality said in an interview with People published Wednesday that she feels, quote, a responsibility to tell the truth about having plastic surgery when she was younger. Banks told the magazine, natural beauty is unfair. I get really uncomfortable when women who are these natural beauties judge anybody who does anything to themselves. She said of having rhinoplasty, I had bones in my nose that were itching and growing. I could breathe fine, but I added cosmetic surgery. I admit it. Fake hair, and I did my nose. I feel I have a responsibility to tell the truth. Banks shared her similar sentiments about plastic surgery in a previous interview with Yahoo Singapore. The star said, I hate when models say, oh, plastic surgery is just a wrong thing. What are you talking about? She explains you won the genetic lottery. You look like the specimen that makes people everywhere feel insecure, and you're going to ridicule someone for getting plastic surgery. Banks discussed her nose job and more in her memoir, Perfect is Boring, which debuts April 3rd. She presently serves as the host and judge on the VH1 reality competition series, America's Next Top Model. Alex Rodriguez visited girlfriend Jennifer Lopez during a late night on set this week. The 42-year-old retired Major League Baseball star supported Lopez by spending time with the 48-year-old singer and actress as she worked on a new project in the middle of the night. Rodriguez posted a photo Wednesday on Instagram from his visit to the set. The picture shows the star resting his head on Lopez's stomach as they enjoy a momentary break. The former New York Yankees player captioned the snapshot, "Late night, set life, hashtag I need a bet." Lopez also shared a photo with Rodriguez on her own account. She wrote, "On the set at 2:30 a.m., hashtag when you know, he got you." E! News reported Rodriguez and Lopez have purchased a $15 million apartment together in New York. The news comes shortly after Lopez discussed her future with Rodriguez in the April issue of Harper's Bazaar. The singer said, "I do believe in marriage, and I would love to grow old with somebody in a committed relationship. But I'm not forcing anything right now. It's good, it's healthy, we communicate well." She added, "We understand each other's lives in a way that most other people couldn't. We both entered the public eye in our early 20s and overachieved right from the start, and that affects every dynamic in your life." Lopez and Rodriguez confirmed their relationship in March 2017. The singer shares 10-year-old twins Emmy and Max with ex-husband Mark Anthony, while Rodriguez is dad to two daughters, 13-year-old Natasha and 11-year-old Ella. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1981, obsessed Jodie Foster fan John Hinckley Jr. shoots President Reagan. On this date in 1981, John Hinckley Jr. attempts to assassinate President Ronald Reagan in a crowd of onlookers and security personnel, including police and the Secret Service officers outside a Hilton Hotel in Washington, D.C. When asked about his motive for shooting the president, Hinckley revealed that he was seeking to gain the attention of the actress Jodie Foster. After growing up in an affluent family in Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado, Hinckley moved to Hollywood in 1976. That same year saw the release of Martin Scorsese's dark drama Taxi Driver. Hinckley watched the film some 15 times and apparently strongly identified with the title character Travis Bickle, played by Robert De Niro. A violent loner, Bickle seeks the attention of a socialite by trying to assassinate a political candidate and later becomes obsessed with protecting a child prostitute by shooting her pimp. The screenwriter Paul Schrader, based on the character of Arthur Bremer, who shot the Alabama governor and U.S. presidential candidate George Wallace in 1972. In his diaries, Bremer expressed that political assassination was a way to escape anonymity and powerlessness. As was recounted in testimony given at his 1982 trial, Hinckley began either consciously, according to the prosecution, or unconsciously, according to the defense, mirroring Bickle. He wore similar clothes, drank the same peachy brandy, and amazed a collection of firearms. He also became fixated by Jodie Foster, who played the young prostitute in the film. During the 1980s presidential campaign, Hinckley stalked President Jimmy Carter, getting himself arrested in the process when he was caught at the Nashville airport for possession of firearms. After sending him to a psychiatrist, Hinckley's family cut him off financially. When he read that Foster was attending Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut, Hinckley traveled there repeatedly, all the while seeking some grand gesture he could make that would earn her attention. On this day in 1981, Hinckley made his grand gesture, managing to fire 6 bullets in 3 seconds at Reagan in the middle of a crowd outside the Washington Hilton. One of the bullets struck Reagan underneath the left arm. It failed to explode on impact, leaving the president seriously injured but alive. Hinckley also shot a police officer and a Secret Service agent and seriously wounded Reagan's press secretary, James Bradley. Upon his arrest, Hinckley reportedly asked the officers if the news would disrupt the Academy Awards ceremony scheduled for that night. The ceremony was indeed postponed until the following night, only the third time in history that the Oscars has failed to go ahead as scheduled. At the conclusion of his trial, during which the defense showed Taxi Driver to bolster its case, Hinckley was found not guilty by reason of insanity. He was confined to St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Washington, D.C., and has remained there ever since. The case led to legislation limiting the insanity plea in several states, and 12 years later to signing the Brady Bill, which was required a waiting period and background check on people wishing to purchase a handgun. And as your entertainment report for Friday, March 30th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone have a great Easter weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.